Brad Pitt made honest confession to Jennifer Aniston about Angelina Jolie before their divorce. A love triangle somewhat appeared when Pitt and Aniston were 4 years into their marriage before the whole Brangelina saga. Brad Pitt and Jennifer Aniston had tied the knot and were Hollywood's ultimate golden couple. After a total of 7 years together, the Friends star and Fight Club's main man announced that they were splitting in January 2005, having married in July 2000, with the divorce being complete by the end of March 2005. Their statement read, "We would like to announce that after 7 years together we have decided to formally separate." For those who follow these sorts of things, we would like to explain that our separation is not the result of any of the speculation reported by the tabloid media. This decision is the result of much thoughtful consideration. We happily remain committed and caring friends with great love and admiration for one another. It came around the same time Mr. and Mrs. Smith was being shot, with it released in cinemas throughout the US and further afield in June 2005. Of course, Pitt starred as John Smith while Angelina Jolie played Jane Smith, and according to Courtney Cox, Aniston's co-star on Friends, Pitt made an honest confession to Aniston at the time. In an interview with Vanity Fair, Cox said, "I don't think he started an affair physically, but I think he was attracted to her. There was a connection and he was honest about that with Jen. Most of the time, when people are attracted to other people, they don't tell. At least he was honest about it. It was an attraction that he fought for a period of time." Aniston had reportedly been going through a difficult time after Friends finished its 10-season run in 2004, and according to insiders, Pitt, who busy filming with Jolie, just wasn't there for her. An insider told People magazine at the time, "They gradually lost sight of themselves as individuals. And despite their nice lifestyle and having everything they might want, they weren't happy. They lost a sense of self." Of course, Pitt and Jolie went on to start a relationship shortly after the split, going on to get married in 2014. But they filed for divorce just 2 years later. Amid the rumor mill, many saw Aniston as the wronged party and pitted her against Jolie. When stories of Pitt and Jolie's relationship emerged, Aniston generally avoided speaking too much on the tabloid drama. However, in 2015, 10 years after her divorce, the actor publicly discussed the rivalry that the press had created between her and Jolie. In an interview with Entertainment Tonight, Aniston said, "I think it's time people stop with that petty BS and just start celebrating great work and stop with the petty kind of silliness. I think that's slowly coming to an end. I really do. It's just tiresome and old. It's like an old leather shoe. Let's buy a new pair of shiny shoes." Angelina Jolie criticizes Liars as divorce from Brad Pitt reaches settlement after 8-year battle. Angelina Jolie and Brad Pitt settled their divorce on 31 December. Angelina Jolie criticizes Liars in a new interview as her divorce from Brad Pitt reaches its end after a lengthy 8-year legal battle. The former couple first met on the film set of Mr. and Mrs. Smith in 2003 before becoming official in 2005. Jolie and Pitt have 6 children together, and in 2014, the couple got married after being in a relationship for almost a decade. However, in 2016, the wanted actor filed for divorce from the Fight Club star, 61, citing irreconcilable differences. After 8 years in court, the exes officially signed off on their divorce on Monday, December 30th, and reached a settlement. Jolie's divorce attorney, James Simon, said in a statement via Sky News that Jolie was exhausted by the situation, adding, "More than 8 years ago, Angelina filed for divorce from Mr. Pitt. She and the children left all of the properties they had shared with Mr. Pitt, and since that time she has focused on finding peace and healing for their family. This is just one part of a long ongoing process that started 8 years ago. Frankly, Angelina is exhausted, but she is relieved this one part is over." No court documents have been filed, and a judge will have to sign off on the agreement, Sky News also reported. In 2024, Jolie made her return to acting with her film, Maria, where she portrays opera singer Maria Callas, which made its debut at the Venice International Film Festival before being released in cinemas later that year to critical acclaim. Following its release, the 49-year-old opened up in her cover story for W magazine, where she described Liars as being one of her biggest pet peeves. Without going into specifics, the Oscar winner said, "My pet peeve is somebody who is a liar. Somebody who feels a need to not say the truth or what they want, what they feel. There's a big version of that, and I'm not trying to be heavy about it, but people who say one thing and mean another, who aren't completely who they are. I think a lot of people don't say what they mean." While the two have settled their divorce proceedings, they are still embroiled in a row over their shared $25 million winery business in the south of France. In 2022, Pitt claimed Jolie had broken contractual rights by selling her half of Chateau Miraval without his knowledge to a Russian oligarch, the BBC reported at the time. Countering the claim, Jolie claimed that she had attempted to discuss the sale with Pitt, but that he allegedly wanted her to sign a non-disclosure agreement. Her countersuit also accused Pitt of waging a vindictive war against Jolie, People reported. LA Bible Group has previously contacted Jolie and Pitt's representatives for comment. Angelina Jolie and Brad Pitt finally reach a divorce settlement after 8-year battle. The chapter on Hollywood's favorite it couple is officially coming to an end. Angelina Jolie and Brad Pitt have finally come to a divorce settlement after a lengthy 8-year battle. Jolie and Pitt met on the set of Mr. and Mrs. Smith in 2003 before starting a romantic relationship in 2005. The former couple have 6 children, 3 sons and 3 daughters, and in 2014, Pitt and Jolie tied the knot. However, a couple of years later, the Tomb Raider star filed for divorce from Pitt in 2016, citing irreconcilable differences. A statement from the actors also revealed that they would be handling the proceedings privately, People reported in 2017. During their divorce proceedings, it was revealed in court documents that the girl, interrupted star, had claimed she was attacked by her then-husband, with one of their children also allegedly being assaulted on a plane on September 14, 2016, an accusation which Pitt has denied. The FBI also investigated the accusation, and Pitt was not charged with anything. And now, the two have reached a settlement agreement. Jolie's lawyer, James Simon, said in a statement, via Sky News, more than 8 years ago, Angelina filed for divorce from Mr. Pitt. She and the children left all of the properties they had shared with Mr. Pitt, and since that time she is focused on finding peace and healing for their family. This is just one part of a long, ongoing process that started 8 years ago. Frankly, Angelina is exhausted, but she is relieved this one part is over. Sky News further reports that no court documents have been filed, and a judge will have to sign off on the agreement. However, it's not the only court battle the pair are currently engaged in.